How can you correlate, they're taking creatine to their compartmental syndrome? The problem is the do-gooders out there are going to take that and run with it. The media takes it. How many reports have you guys heard of about creatine being potentially dangerous? It's ridiculous. The reason we got that is because the same mindset that steroids became illegal. When you come to the legalities of these things, you have to think about two issues. One, when it's related to sports. One is the rules. If you agree to abide by a set of rules that are promulgated by a federation, then you're bound to those rules. It's your responsibility as an athlete who is exercising fair play, who has agreed to become part of that federation or that organization, to abide by the rules. Those are the rules. You follow the rules. You don't break the rules. You break the rules, you get caught breaking the rules, guess what happens? You get kicked out. Pretty simple. Then there's the law. Why does the government belong policing sports organizations? Because the drugs they're using are against the law? Well, in some countries they're not. So why is Congress involved? Why is Congress involved in enforcing the law when it comes to athletes following the rules? It's a pretty steep slope, and as evinced by this guy, a federal agent named Jeff Nowitzki, who I affectionately refer to as the $200 million man. That $200 million he spent was ours. It started in 2003 when he was weeding through Victor Conte's trash looking for syringes and drug paraphernalia so he could nail Barry Bonds. He is the legal mind behind the Balco scandal. He is the guy who chased down Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, everybody who appeared before Congress. He is the guy who who's going after now Lance Armstrong. He is the guy who was batting zero. He has bagged nobody, except for Tammy Thomas, who got probation. But Tammy Thomas has got probation for her drug infraction because of a loophole that she didn't have good enough. Whether she had good enough representation or not is irrelevant. Tammy Thomas was a lawyer, or is becoming a lawyer. She lost her law degree, or potential to get a law degree. Her life was totally ruined. Roger Clemens spent $3 million of his own money defending himself against that guy. We spent probably another $3 million or more chasing him, just out of that $200 million. Is it worth it? Are you guys happy about $200 million of our money spent chasing athletes? But this guy doesn't answer to anybody. He can do whatever he wants. Now he started out as an IRS agent, and now he became an FDA agent, and he goes around spending our money chasing guys like that. So who's the real loser? Us. That guy. That guy who's 45 years old, who wants to get on a replacement dose of testosterone to recapture some of his youth, so that he can work out in the gym, so that he can lose some body fat, so that he can combat the ravages of aging, so that he can battle father time, no different than anybody going to get plastic surgery or any other invasive procedure that is designed to make you feel good about yourself. We are the losers. And the reason we are is because the government has decided that they can get involved in sports and in our business and in our personal liberties and usurp them and take them away from us. And as we've seen with ephedrine, and as we've seen with the reports of creatine and other supplements along those lines, the government has a big hand in trying to take them all away from us. And I just wanted to come here today and express my opinion about how this happens and give you guys a little history lesson on using steroids, the criminalization and subsequent scheduling of steroids as an example, and hope that you can see the next time your representatives come up for re-election, you can see what their platforms are and take a look at what their best interests are, and if they're anything along the lines of special interest groups, big pharma, and the like, you might tend to realize that maybe I shouldn't vote for this guy. Let's get these guys out of office, and let's try to get back some of our personal civil liberties and not be bound to what the government says that we should take. That's it. Thank you.